Happy New Year! Welcome to 2024 and the halfway point in our Rotary year. This is that interesting time when we transition, making sure that we accomplish all the things we set out to do in this Rotary year and already start planning for next Rotary year. At the beginning of this year, I had the joy of spending one day at the International Assembly where they brought in the 500 district governors from all over the world to provide training. And at that meeting, our Rotary International President-elect, Stephanie Urchek, revealed our theme for next year, the magic of Rotary. And for a very short time, they had the theme ties available for the year. I'm wearing the theme tie now, and it's a $150 donation to the foundation, and they'll send you a theme tie. To make sure that you get that contribution in and get your tie, contact me directly at rotary5810@gmail.com and say I'd like to get that theme tie. Almost every one of our Rotary clubs in District 5810 have had a foundation presentation in the first 6 months of the year. And for those who have not yet done so, I hope you'll find the time to make foundation your focus for one of your club meetings during this next 6 months. It is the joy to recognize our new Paul Harris Fellows, our new Paul Harris Society members, and our new major donors, and major donors that go from level 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. I'm so excited that so many of our clubs have ambitious goals, such as to have every member of the club a Paul Harris Fellow by the end of the year. Some are looking to have every member a Paul Harris Society member by the end of the year. Y'all are doing remarkable work because this organization is an organization of givers, and I'm so thrilled that our Rotary Foundation has once again been recognized by Charity Navigator as the #1 charity in the world. Even a non-Rotarian who cared about their fellow man, cared about humanity, cared about making sure that dollars get to the recipients that they're intended to go to, would eventually find the Rotary Foundation and would be a giver. But for those of us who work within Rotary, we know how much work is done locally and internationally with the funds from our foundation. It is inspirational to see clubs like the Rockwall Rotary Club, who raise money for their own foundation and for the Rotary International Foundation, who are determined to once again, like they did last year, become a 100% Paul Harris Fellow Club. This is the season for training, and we issued a Rotary Foundation Challenge to those who would go online and do some foundation training. We challenge all Rotarians to take the Club Foundation Committee Basics class and the Grant Management class from the Rotary Learning Center. And many people said they'd take us up on the challenge. But I'm going to ask, for those of you who want to do the challenge, please do so. We've extended the deadline to February 28th to do the training. And when the training is complete, send us an acknowledgement that you finished the training. Send the acknowledgement to rotary5810@gmail.com. Thus far, these are the Rotarians that have completed the training. We will, on February 28th, have a drawing of all those that have finished the training, and one lucky person is going to get a complimentary dinner at Arthur's Steakhouse. It's a win-win-win. And many of you will remember last year's We Love Our Foundation Valentine's Major Donor Dinner, where major donors were invited to a dinner just to say thank you for your contributions. We will be doing a similar recognition this spring for those who have reached major donor status over this last year or have moved up in status as a major donor over this last year. If you are this close to making that major donor or next level status, get to that level by February 29th, and you will also be invited to this recognition dinner. And we're still looking for those who'd like to help us plan a party. We're looking for October of 2024 to be our $1 million fundraising dinner. The $1 million dinner promises to be an event that all of us will want to attend, and we'll be raising money at the event, and we'll be counting both current contributions as well as contributions that are made by our benefactors, those who are making the Rotary Foundation a beneficiary of their estate plan. We want to again take a moment to thank Ms. Kathy Allred, who's become our first District Legacy Society member, and that's a person who's making the promise to their estate plan to give $1 million to the Rotary Foundation. With that one gift, our $1 million goal from $1 million dinner has already been met, but we're hoping to raise several more millions at this $1 million dinner. If you'd like to help out with the committee to plan and organize the dinner, please let us know. Just send an email to rotary5810@gmail.com. And as gifts are made to the foundation, I see a lot of gifts are being made to the annual share fund where we get some money back each year. But don't forget Polio Plus. Experts believe that by 2026 we can declare Pakistan polio free. And just a few years later, we'll be able to say the world is polio free. As Rotary has a commitment to raise $50 million per year to be matched 2-to-1 by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I encourage you to take the time to go to My Rotary and set up the online account so you can make these donations very easily. And finally, there's been a lot of confusion among Rotarians about what's the difference in the different recognition groups. The Paul Harris Fellow is a person who's recognized for having given $1,000 over time to the foundation. Many clubs are using their foundation points to encourage others to become Paul Harris Fellows, matching their contributions in dollars with points to get to that $1,000 mark or that $1,000 and point mark to become a Paul Harris Fellow. A Paul Harris Society member is a person who makes a commitment to give $1,000 a year to the foundation. And I know that sounds like a big commitment, but it's like $84 a month. And it's been one of those gifts that I have never regretted giving. Now, if you do that $1,000 a year long enough, you'll eventually reach major donor. Major donor is $10,000 gift. Major donor level 1 is $10,000. Level 2 is $25,000. And you can see here from the chart how we move up the levels until we reach the Arch Clump Society member at $250,000. I'm so pleased that our district has a handful of Arch Clump Society members who give and keep on giving, moving up the levels beyond Arch Clump Society. It doesn't have to be a large gift. A small gift from a lot of us repeated is major. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your giving. The dinners and the other thank yous we provide are just a small bit of appreciation coming back to those of you who do so much already for our organization and your service, and also now doing work through the financial gift to see that we are able to eradicate polio, to educate those in peace and conflict resolutions, and do so many other things that Rotary grant money is able to do. So on your agenda, make sure that you get your Rotary Foundation Challenge information in by the 28th of February. I'm looking forward to drawing and taking somebody for dinner, but everyone should have this type of information. Every Rotarian should have this training. It is so good. I'm so proud of our foundation. Look out for the information on other training opportunities, and President-elect training is coming up for presidents coming up. We also have the district assembly where you'll want your whole team involved in a district training for the spring training that we do each year. And there is a ton of good information on the Learning Center in My Rotary. God bless you all, and may we have a wonderful 2024.